So, God wanted me to tell you that Jim McDougal said that he interviewed the man who was helping us in the restaurant when Austin was attacking me and my son and me. I'm pregnant and I was pregnant and bleeding. And there was a man who I asked to dial 911 in Baytown Seafood in Conroe, Texas. I came in with my son. I had the gun in my purse, but the purse was on my arm. And I was holding my son in the other arm. And Jim McDougal came up to the jail before they tried to just murder me and poisoning my food. And before Cynthia did the ritual with Joseph and my family and the black men saying that they were going to rape my son. Jim had told me the name of the man, and I think he said his name was Rotimi. He looked like he could have been of some Middle Eastern descent. They closed down the restaurant now, but the man's name was Rotimi. Jim said, I don't know if that's the man's name for real, because the man, I didn't ask him his name. I just came in asking for help, and he was helping us trying to restrain Austin. And he gave a statement to Jim saying that he wasn't afraid of me shooting him, that Austin was attacking me and knocking me down in his restaurant into the booths in his restaurant. And he said that I shot the gun in the air first. And he said he wasn't afraid. That's what Jim told me, that Rotimi said that he wasn't afraid of being shot because Austin was being stupid with my baby. And Jim told me that Rotimi said that Austin was being stupid with her baby, so I was not afraid of her shooting me, and I wasn't afraid of being shot. And he kept trying to help us. After I shot the gun in the air, he kept trying to restrain Austin and help me get the baby. And I put the gun to his leg and shot him and got my son from him. As soon as I pulled the trigger, I had my arm over my son, and I snatched my son the moment that I pulled the trigger out of Austin's arms, and he fell into Rotimi's arms, and he drug him out of the store and put him in front of the store in Baytown Seafood out there with the Conroe police. And they told me to come out with my hands up, and I asked him to get a statement from the man who was helping us. And Jim said that his name was Rotimi, Rotimi. And then God wanted me to tell y'all what my trial date was set for, that they had set my trial date for September 4th. I mean, not September 4th, but for September 3rd, 2019. And Jim had said it was the fault of the Conroe police and that I had a good witness and that it shouldn't have to go to trial. And God just wanted me to tell y'all that. And I don't know if that's the man's real name, but that's what Jim McDougal told me. After that, they started doing rituals on me, threatening to rape my little boy and murder me because it was white people country, and that I was pregnant and that they were going to kill it, and doing the witchcraft. And Jesus came in the cell, and they let me out the jail August 22nd, 2019, after somebody in the jail did confirm 2 people that I was pregnant, charged Nurse Michelle and a doctor. The doctor, he looked like he was of Middle Eastern descent, like an Indian-blooded man, and he confirmed that I was pregnant, and he was scared, saying he didn't want to be on the news because he know they had me back there torturing me, and I was in labor, and I was too small. God said that my baby was the size of the palm of my hand. So just the palm. He said the baby was that big in my body, and I was well over 8 months. And God said that my pelvis was spreading in the jail after they started poisoning me and starving me in the cell, and I was going into labor. God said her pelvis is spreading, and the baby is only the size of the palm of a hand. And they was having celebrations and eating pizza and all of that and trying to starve me in the cell. And God, he was very angry, but he said something about some twins when they was trying to do the blood ritual in my baby's body, saying not to kill, saying something about Austin trying to have my son's body in some hot water, trying to do a blood ritual on him for the United States, and then saying something about some twins after he healed my womb. But I only seen one baby in the incubator, and then I seen myself holding one baby born, and I seen one baby wrapped up in some paper and plastic. But I did have a vision of some twins when I was at Marcus Mitchell home in Luther Landing Apartments. They was real small, they was like from here to there. That was like one, and then there was another one like that small. But I don't know, because I seen for sure that I'm pregnant with one, for sure.